What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new vlog. Taking a little break from the workday today, taking Timber for a little walk. So we're here downtown Vancouver. Beautiful day, and you know, being from Washington State, you just have to take advantage of the days that look like this. I mean, this is incredible. It is actually February 28th, so technically it's still winter, but today it is 60 degrees. Not a cloud in sight. Usually during this time of year, everybody just stays indoors, stays home, doesn't do anything. Everybody's pretty lame. But when you have days like this, especially the winter, you got to get out, baby. So in this video, going to be taking you guys along with me on a day in the life. Have a couple projects to work on today. So I'm going to take you along. And occasionally on this channel, I'll give you guys a little inside look about how my video content agency operates. And I thank you guys for coming along. Oh, Timmy, come on. My fam, all right, so we're here in Seattle. We're here at Ian's property, and dude, it is a complete transformation. I'm gonna definitely show you some before and afters, but my goodness, this property has changed significantly since the first day. I remember vividly when he locked down this property, walked me around it, and it's just, man, it's crazy just how much of a transformation it is. So, plan today is to film this property, get some updates on it, do some shorts here. There's gonna be 2 or 3 other locations we're gonna be heading to, just to get more content. But this is the first stop, and dude, I'm just shocked just how crazy good this property looks. Using the A7 IV 16 mil. You know, on real estate shoots, I like to use a wider lens. So 16 millimeter it is. Again, Sony A7 IV. We're going to knock these bad boys out. All right, here is Sean, the man behind the camera today, getting the behind the scenes. Yes. Wow, this is crazy how much this place has changed. This is Ian. He's a highly successful real estate investor here in Seattle, and I've had the pleasure to work with him the past 2 years. He's been crushing it with the content, and we've been doing some big things together, so super excited to meet up with him again.
Oh yeah. We gotta be careful. I think the stairs were just glued.
They were just glued?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna shoot some B-roll of you and stuff. So.
Okay. Did you already get a tour or take it?
No, I didn't go. I haven't been up here yet.
Yeah.
This looks way bigger than like it is. You know?
Yeah.
Like when you look at it from outside,
Yeah,
it's like stacked.
there are 3 things to maximize space on your next ADU.
Okay, that's
and
good.
then one would be like in your kitchen. 2 things you need is counter depth fridge.
Okay.
You want to make sure that it's not sticking out too far with limited space. And then another one I'm going to do is talk about. One of my favorite designs is the white subway tile with the dark floor tile.
I like that.
And then this is something that I do in every building.
Okay.
Because it just takes, it is one less decision to make.
That can even be a separate video.
Yeah, we'll do a separate video on that.
Okay. Hook is like, this is the one thing, because it's just one thing, right? So it's like one thing that I add to all of my properties that saves me a bunch of like money and stress or something like that.
Stress. Like decision making, basically.
Yeah. Like stress. So I'm just gonna push in, as you say it. Give me 1 second.
Here's one thing you can do on your next project to make sure you're saving money and time. So on every one of my projects, whether it's a 2-bedroom new development, 3-bedroom, bathroom.
Yeah.
So on every one of my projects, in at least one of the bathrooms, what I like to do is do this nice white subway tile with a dark tile on the floor. The reason for that, you can get this white subway tile anywhere, Home Depot, Lowe's. It's a classic look that will never go out of style, and it's super cheap. It also looks great. Here's one thing you can do on your next project to make sure you're saving money and time. So on every one of my projects, in at least one of the bathrooms, what I like to do is do this nice white subway tile with a dark tile on the floor. The reason for that, you can get this white subway tile anywhere, Home Depot, Lowe's. It's a classic look that will never go out of style, and it's super cheap, and it also looks great. The look with the white shower tile and the dark floors is always gonna look good. It's something that you can always rely on, and it's just one less decision you have to make on your next project.
You okay, Sean? Yeah, so what you'll do is, shut it and then open it. Yeah, exactly.
And then,
so you'll start with the third thing and do, okay. Go ahead.
the third thing you can do, make sure you got a stackable washer dryer and a large closet. It's going to give you a little bit of extra storage space. This used to be a pocket door.
Okay.
So this door just kind of slid open like in the wall.
We have footage of the pocket door before, or like
we have some framing stuff that I could show.
Okay.
Like
fine.
yeah, I have
Just
pictures
wanted
of
to show
when it was being framed.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then the other thing I did was make that a full wall.
Yeah.
So like in the designs, we actually had outlets in the mirror.
Yeah.
And
wow.
They were like in here. So what I did was we actually made this a full wall because this was only going up to here before. So now it goes to the ceiling, gives the toilet more privacy, but also has an outlet on either side for each bathroom.
Yeah, this one design flaw may be killing your ADU build or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could destroy your master. Yeah, if you say that, you the next sentence should be like, okay, so we're here at my ADU project, and what happened was this used to be, you know what I mean? Just make it specific that it's an ADU or this one design change could save you thousands on your next ADU project.
Okay. Right. This one design change could save you thousands on your next ADU. When you're in the building phase, there's still opportunities for you to make small improvements. Here's an example.
Okay. So when you're in the building phase,
there's still opportunities to make small design improvements. Here's an example. When you have your permit and you're starting to build on your next ADU, there's still opportunities for you to make design improvements. And the mirror doesn't have to have any outlets in it, so it looks nice and clean.
Nice. Okay, let me. Okay, so it's nice and clean.
Who brought your attention? Was that something you just found on your own?
The builder.
Okay, can you just make a quick snip? Mention is be like, the builder brought to my attention that this would be best because of X.
Situation, the builder actually brought this to my attention as a potential design improvement. So shout out to CMAC Construction on looking out for me on this one.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
When you have your permit and you're starting to build on your next ADU, there's still opportunities for you to make design improvements. As an example, when I originally had this bathroom designed, this wall actually only came up to about counter depth, and we actually had outlets in the mirror. When we actually got out here and started looking at it, we thought it would be a better idea to bring this wall all the way to the top, give the toilet a little bit more privacy, and it also allows us to have an outlet on either side for the double sink, so each person can have their own outlet, and the mirror doesn't have to have any outlets in it, so it looks nice and clean. In this situation, the builder actually brought this to my attention as a potential design improvement. So shout out to CMAC Construction on looking out for me on this one.
I can make it team lunch.
Huh?
I'll make it to the team lunch.
You can?
If you want to learn more on how to maximize your next ADU, follow me for more tips.
Sir. All right, guys, we just got done at the first location. Awesome shoot so far. Love working with Ian. And if you see like a lot of his videos he did in the very beginning, like super shy, didn't really know what he was doing. But now, like going 1.5 to 2 years later, he is just a pro. So we're going to head over to this next project, which is actually one of his newest projects up in Northgate. So super excited to check that out. We're just gonna get, because I want to do a before and after thing too. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Like a year from now when the development. You see the bottom layer, the drywall's already open. We're gonna be doing a lot of the electrical work, getting that updated. All the new framing is in.
Okay. Let me just get the popcorn real quick.
This is going to open up into a brand new, very open concept kitchen. So you can see we put a huge beam going through here that really just opens up the whole space. We're going to get a nice big, at least 6 foot island right here. A super fun project, so make sure you follow me to see how this thing turns out.
Do something similar. Say they're a landlord, they go through something like this. What would be like the first thing they should do to make it a smooth process?
Yeah. So from an insurance perspective, if you're a landlord or a property owner and you own rental property, one of the most important things that you can have is loss of income insurance. It's called BIEE, or business income. Business income.
We're about to wrap up on the third property, and again, Ian's super awesome to work with. And I will say that, just to give you suggestions, like if you're working with a team or even if you're filming by yourself, it's really important to just really show what you're talking about. You don't want to stand in front of the camera and just talk for the entire time. You want to show social proof. So for example, this is Ian's property right here. And so obviously if we're talking about it, we want to show. So it's really important to make sure you have things like this. For example, if you're doing fitness and you said you helped someone lose 20 pounds, you want to show that person on camera, or you want to show pictures that support that idea. All right, man. So see you on the 5th.
Yeah. If we want to do like, if you could do like 8:30 or 9.
What time's the event again?
Or we could do after for the photos, for the listing photos.
Oh yeah, so 10 to 12, right?
Yeah. So, or we could do like photos at like 1 or something when everybody leaves.
All right, bro.
You want to close your YouTube video? With
No, I'm gonna close it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Quick vid if you guys don't mind. Got Hudson in the house. Got Sean in the house. Let's go. All right, guys. So thanks so much for watching today's vlog. Really do appreciate it, and I really appreciate your support as always. And if you want to see a similar vlog, be sure to hit this video right here where I show you more behind the scenes of Praise Media. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Stay praised.